Okay, so my dumb ass has just realized that the setting was fucked up for some reason, and for that very reason, even though the mic was on, there was no audio in yesterday's video, and there are still two views on it. I don't know, obviously, no one would have watched it after like getting there is no voice, but, anyways, uh, I guess it has happened to me once or twice before as well in this series, but, anyways, that was maybe because of mic off, but from now on, I'll again ensure to check everything is working fine. But okay, so basically, to summarize, what I did yesterday was to just do this post thing, which is again on the same endpoint. It is just getting the to do item from request.body, uh, and the ID which you are passing, it is counter plus plus. So we have initialized it as 0. So first one will be 0 plus 1. Basically, it will be plussed before using it. So it will be 1 and then 2 and so on. And then the to do item will be pushed into this, where is it? Yeah, main to dos array. So it will be an array of objects, and then again we are just getting the ID because there was an thing that we have to return that ID in the JSON format whenever we post something. And after that, there is put. But now the thing or the issue that I was facing, or if you read the description of previous video, it is I wrote that put is partially done, and the reason here is that, let me open Postman, and then again I'll have to log in, I guess. Let me try with the yes, the link that I had used yesterday. Let me see if it works. Okay, it doesn't. I'll have to get the new one. Cool. So there it is, our Postman. It should be right here. Yes, here it is. Where is the body? Okay. So the thing is that if I set this to true, and let's say description, shit. So first of all, let me run the server, and shit, I'll have to cd into things. Yes, now I can run it. Okay. Let me also connect to it. Cool. And now let me send the get request. So it is empty because we are not initializing it with the things that we were doing before when we were just testing the get request. So I'll have to post one, and this should be the one. So it has returned me the ID, which is first one, because this is the first one that is created. Now if I get, it is here. There is title, there is completed, there is description, and there is ID. Okay, so now if I do, let's say I want to change the title from, I want to remove this, and let's say I had accidentally set this to true. So now I want to set it to false because it is not done yet. And description I don't want to change. So I'll do this. Title the changed one, completed, and that also. And we have to pass the ID. So in get also, if we see, yeah, so it has get the to do by that ID, and now when you go to put, it says to do was updated. But now if I get, and if we see, what's happening is that the description is gone, and title is updated, completed still remains true. Now the reason is, First I had tried doing, so what I was doing in put was, first of all, we are getting the ID, and we are getting the body from what you've sent in the request. So that is the to do updated, or whatever we want to update that. Now we are finding the to do in to do's by using find, and we are doing it on T, like iterate over every to do. And when we are getting one, when that ID should be the to do ID that we are getting from here. So we are console logging it here also. If you can see, this is the original one, this is what we have got from the body, and now this is the updated one, but the description is undefined. So first I was just doing just this thing, like removing this, and this means, or at least that's what I was thinking. So first of all, if to do does exist, then we are checking if there is a title in the body, then update the title. If this is in the body, like completed status, update that. And if this description is the body, is in the body, in the updated one, then change that. And yeah, so what that was doing was, it was marking this as false, because obviously I'm passing that as false here. So obviously this will be amount to false, and it will not execute that condition. And so I thought maybe I could do this, but in that, as we saw, if we are passing the title, that is working fine. But if there is no description, then it is making the description undefined. And in this thing, even if there was no description, so let me now save this, restart the server, and first of all, let me get, okay, it is freezing again, but that's how it is. So yeah, there is nothing now. If I post this with these details, it is posted. Now if I get, there is title, completed, description, ID. Okay, now if I want to update this one with same thing, let's say now I want to make this title, I don't want to change the description, and again I had randomly, not randomly, but I had mistakenly set that as true. So now I want to set it as false. But if I send this request, it does say to do was updated. But when I get it, description stays there, title gets updated as this. Completed is not updated. It is still true, because this thing is false. This condition will always be false. So this thing will not be executed. So one thing we can do is basically not check this at all. If we don't check this, then it will always be updated with the new thingy. But if someone does not pass these field in the put request, then it will be emptied. So, or it will be undefined basically. So let me save this. So this is we have only kept that for title and description. By the way, the ID still stays there, because I don't know, ID was created later, I don't know. But we will start the server again. We will set this to true. Okay, I'll get it. If I do this, it should say not found, and if I generally get, then there is this. Now I'm posting, it gives me the ID, it gives me the to do. Now let's see what happens. I'm not sure if this false will be updated since I've removed the condition. I think it should be. And if I'm not passing the description, so nothing should happen with that. Now I'm changing the title, setting the completed as false, and now I'm putting the sending the put request. It says it was updated, there is no error. So let us check. Still, it is not being set as false. That's kind of weird. Why is that? Oh, because we are not doing it at all. Shit. Fuck man, I forgot. My bad. We'll have to restart everything. Get again. There is nothing. Post this. And send it. Get again. This is the result. Now let us set it false. Let's send the put request and also change the title so that the change is visible. Now let's see what happens. It was updated. Let's get it. Okay, so now it is being set as false. But what if I don't pass it at all? And now I just want to change the title. I don't want to do this thing where I'm updating the status. I just want to change the title, right? So it says updated, but now if we get it, the completed status is gone because we did not pass it. But again, if we check with the if condition, then it will obviously overwrite everything. No, if we don't do the if condition, then it will overwrite. If we do the if condition, then it will not execute whenever we are passing false in the put request. Although the ID stays there. And that's kinda weird. But I think because ID was not getting passed from the body and we have inserted it like later on here. So I think it is not getting affected for that very reason. But what should we do with this completed thing? One should be if to do dot completed nah, there is no fucking way. How can I check if to do updated dot completed? If it is false. Oh, okay. Maybe I can do that. If to do updated dot completed is equal to or maybe triple equal to false, then what I can do if it is equal to false, I want to set it as false. Else if it is equal, what the heck? Then I want to set it as true. Right? Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Who knows? Let's see. Get. There is nothing. post. Okay, let us set true only, and post get. uh, cool. Now why do I keep pressing control C? It's a bad freaking habit of me. Put to do was updated. Now if I get it, yay, it says false. And now if I don't pass it at all, and if I say buy groceries anyhow, and then I put it, so there is no description, no completed, and I just want to change the title to buy groceries anyhow, and if I put, it says updated, it should be false. Yes, let's go. So we have solved this. If there is title, then change it. If the updated to do has completed attribute as false, then change our main thing as false. If it has true, change main thing as true. Now let me just do that. Now I just want to set this as true because I've completed it, right? So title is buy groceries anyhow, description is this, ID is this, and now I have completed it, so I want to set it true. Now if we put, it says updated and it is true. Let's go. So that is our successful post request. Sorry, put request. Post is already done. And now what I should do is copy this over here and go for a walk. Let's say false. Evening stroll would be nice. ID we don't pass in. So now if we get all of them, there is only one which is set as completed true, everything is in place. Now if I post this with this body, it returns the ID, it gives us the list of to-dos, and now let's say I want to delete something. So I have two of them, one is true, one is false, whatever is that. But now if I want to delete a to-do item identified by its ID. So it's the same kind of route. 200 OK if to-do item was found and deleted, 404 if not found. Example this. For any other route, okay. So it's the same thingy. We just have to do this and put it here, delete, getting the ID from this, getting the to do itself which has that ID. If there is the to do, then what do we want to do? We want to remove that from the array. So push pop just adds or removes the last thing, and shift unshift does it from the start of the array or object or whatever. So what we want to do is we want to delete that specific to do which with that ID. For that, I guess I'll have to search how to delete a particular item in an array of objects. I think that is more accurate. with our use case. Yes, there is voice. I just want to make sure. Filter method. Okay. So we have our to do's array, and we have the ID which we are getting here. Okay, so we are just getting the new array by removing that particular item. Cool. So I guess we can say const to do's equal to do's dot filter, and we can say to do ID, uh, or what we can say to do dot to do ID, products dot filter item ID should not be equal to this ID. Okay, so whatever things that don't have this to do ID, they will be uh, to do dot ID. It should be, yes. And if to do ID, then what were we saying? 200. Okay. Task was deleted. I think I'll have to run it again anyhow, so this does not matter. Let me just copy this whole thing. Fuck. Let me remove this. Oh, we also need to remove ID anyway. This. Now if I run it and if I get, there is nothing. If I post, there is something. If I get again, there is this. If I put with its particular ID, let's say true, or let's not pass any of those. Let's say this. Okay. If I put again, now I want it to be completed. Wait, what did we? This was the original one. Okay, now I want to set it as true. And let's go. Okay, it is there. Now if we go to post, sorry, do this and do this, remove the id, remove this, send it. Id we are getting back. Let's send get request. Okay, now we want to delete something. What do we want to delete? The first one, because it is done. And now if we send the request, there is an error. Cannot access to dos before initialization. But to dos is initialized here. Okay. I think this is how it should be. We are getting the new to dos, which we are doing to dos dot filter, and that we are doing if the id is not equal to do id, then we are doing that, and then we are appending or updating the to dos. Okay, having said that, let me just post this get, and now let me delete it directly. Assignment to constant variable. My fucking bad. Get, first run the server, nothing, post this something, get again, get the id, delete it. Where the hell is an assignment to constant variable now? Shit. I'm getting I'm letting const get in my head. I don't know how that makes sense, but okay. Go for a walk. Cool. Delete it. Task was deleted. Let me get. It says not found because there was id attached. Cool. I think it is done. We have successfully just in case though, let me post this again. Okay, now it is getting id 2. Should I wait a minute? So let's say I delete, there were two things and I deleted the first one. So what should be the next task called? It should be 3, right? So I don't think I need to set this counter as 0 again when I'm deleting, because let's say this, right? Now let me post this. Okay. whatever. Let me post it. So these are the two things. Walk this. Now if I say that my walking task is completed, which had the ID first one. So I'm putting it, I'm getting it. Yes, it is updated. Let me get both of them. It is updated. Now I want to delete it since it is done. So I'll delete it. It is deleted. If I get, then there should not be task 1. If I get all of them, there should be yes. But now if I post something, let's say this very thing, Control C and Control V. Let me remove the ID and spacing, study, just study, and cool. Let me post that. It should send me ID 3. Yes, if I get, there is 2 and there is 3. Now if I delete the third one, then the next one should be 4 again. So yeah, I think that's how it is supposed to be. But anyways, our to do is marked as done, which is kinda no pun intended. But yeah, anyways, I was gonna say ironic, but anyways. And the hard one was trying to save responses and files so that even if you exit the app and run it again, the data remains. So it should be like this thing, reading the file and stuff like that. So if I want to do that along with this thing, what I can do is or maybe there is solutions. So let me look at the to do server solution. So let's compare our things with theirs. First of all, there is same thing, to do is initialized. They haven't used this express.json yet, but rest.json to do's. Okay. Now the ID part. So there is const to do, to do's.find t.id parseint. Okay, they have directly done this instead of initializing. If to do is not there, rest.status.404 send. And we have done the reverse thing. So there is nothing to be worried there now. And for random ID, they have actually done the random ID. So it's like const new to do. They have defined the ID, and title is request.body.title, description is request.body.description. What we have done is we have directly gotten the body because we know there is title and description, and they are just pushing this to that. In the put thing, what they have done, they're getting the to do index and finding the index. If it is -1, okay. So I think if it doesn't find, then it returns -1 here. So that's why this. Else they are doing to do index.title and get the title and description. And but why are they not doing this completed thing? I don't understand that. Again, they are getting that and they're splicing. Uh, but okay, maybe we can do that. But I think this is also good enough. Okay, so they are not updating the. Uh, I don't know what it is. Yeah, this completed thing. Neither they are creating that here. So I don't know about this solution. Should I see the file solution? I think I should. Also, where have they used express.json? How they are able to push without that? I don't know. Uh, so they are reading the file. Okay, it is JSON file. I thought it was TXT file or something. So it is basically finding the index. So okay, so they have just defined the function that you give us an array, you give us an ID. We'll find if that array of I.id is equal to your ID, then they'll return. Otherwise, it will -1. Remove at index. So there is new array, and they are filtering this array. If the index is not found, or if the index is not as this one, then yeah, so they are just giving us the new array. Uh, what does the get request look like now? So this is fs.read file. Read this file, and if error, throw error. Otherwise, just res.json, json.parse the data, because it will be in the string format. So okay, then again we are reading the file, but this time we are getting from the index. So if there is an error, throw error, and first we are just parsing the data in the to do's thing. So data that we will get will be to do's.json data, and this index we are finding it in this thing, and we just send to do's dot to do index. Okay, I think that makes sense, but again they have not implemented the completed thing here, so I'm not sure. Okay, so I think I've done enough with the to do thing, and maybe I'll try the file server thing, or actually saving it in a file in other manner, like maybe offline I'll try it. But right now I guess we are just done with this to do's thing. So that officially marks the end of week 1 and week 2 problems, and now we are finally ready to go to week 3, but we cannot because I've not studied it. Mainly the reason being that, as I've mentioned, or maybe you don't know because there is no audio. But yeah, the lectures that are associated with this course are not working because there is some internal issue with their platform. So yeah, for that reason, I've not gotten to the week 3 yet, but I'm doing other things. I'm doing the Scrimba course and all. So maybe I'll get back tomorrow with the file server thingy in this one and do that on the video, or maybe I'll just be back with the new Scrimba project that I'll be building. So I'm not sure what I'll do, but I'll definitely keep updated, or you'll obviously know when I upload tomorrow. So let me stop everything and yeah, that's it for today, I guess. And I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good day or night, and bye bye.